Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of Kanaki Nuts. Bam, 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 bam. So, last episode we left off, we defeated the Anaheim Ducks in 6 games to move on to the second round of the Western Conference semifinals, going up against Nashville. And I'm sorry it took so long, guys, for it. I've been focusing more on the Apex games, as you've seen. We've really enjoyed that game. So if you want to check us out on that and get sending out to your friends, we'd appreciate that too. So looking at our lines quickly, in case we all forgot, Vanek, McDavid, Draisaitl. We're going to hope that can continue well. Ratty, Nugent, Hopkins, Dzingel. I think what we're going to do with free agency comes around, we're going to get rid of Ryan Dzingel, let him go to free agency. He's going to want a little too much, and I have other plans that we could possibly work with without him. Chiasson, Spooner, Puljujärvi, Hemsky, Kahari, Ryder on defense, Clefbaum, Larson, Demers, Nurse, and Sekera and Petrovic. Goaltenders Talbot and Koskinen, with scratch being Manning, Benning, and Cassian. I'm also we'll look at their lines quickly just for a refresher. It's no surprise that they're one of the favorites to win the cup. Nashville. So Forsberg, Johansson, Arvidsson, that's a great first line. Smith, Turris, Fiala, another great second line. Yarncroc, Brian Boyle, who they just got in real life, so coincidental. Hart and Ryan Hartman, Alexander, Austin Watson, Colton Sissons, and Connor Brickley, with defense being Yossi, who I think might not be playing first game. Possibly, just the way it looks, with Fog of War and Subban, Ekholm, Ellis, Irwin, and Weber, and in goal they have Rene and Troy Grossignac because Hamuse is out, but Saros is not playing. So that'll be interesting to see if UC Saros does not play at all this entire series. So, without further ado, let's get to the simming. We'll start game 1 right here, right now. So we're at home for game 1. Let's go with the first period. And there we go, 1-0. Thomas Vanek. Possibly at the end of this video, we might try and get him to sign for another year or two, just because even though he is older in age, we're going to try and see if we can make a deal and get him to come board to the team and be helpful for next year if we want to try and make another playoff push. So second period, no scoring. Nashville is out shooting us. We only had 8 shots, I think, the first period, and Kevin Fiala right there on Talbot. So second line scoring happening here for the Preds and Austin Watson now. So they've got second and fourth line going. We need to start playing better. Once again, like we said, outshot by 7 shots right now. But as this time's going down, and third, there you go, Arvidsson. And I think, yeah, this game's going to go to the Nashville in the first one. So they had support from 3 of the 4 lines. We only had the first line going. I'm going to keep the lines going into this round, or the next game, sorry. I think there's no issue there. I just think we had a rough first game. So first period, 1-1. Chiasson and Ellis, so at least the third line's helping now. We got to get all the lines going because they already had 3 of the 4 going. And there we go, 3-2, Kahari and Puljujärvi. So we have secondary scoring, and they have their first line going. So let's see if we can get McDavid and them on the first line to contribute. But let's see if we can also shut them down on defense. But we are getting outshot once again. This might be a concern as they have been outshooting us about 10 shots roughly the entire game, but we are winning, and by the looks of it, we are going to close this one out. We are going to tie the series at 1 apiece. So we're going to move into game 3, game 3, sorry, losing my mind. We're going to not change the lines. I still think they are worth keeping apart. Let's just hope that we can not get outshot like we are getting outshot. First period, no scoring. 16-6 the shots. There we go. We actually are outscoring them for once. We got to keep that up though. Let's not turn around like game 1 and not score. Sorry guys, this is late for me recording this, and there we go, 2 goals, Vanek and Rowdy, so the first 2 lines going right there. Yeah, as I said, this is a late one for me, working a lot right now on Apex and just working in real life. We're heavily outshooting them right now. This game should be ours if we can hold the fort down. There we go, Draisaitl, first line again right there. Center ice, wow. Rene must have looked like Swiss cheese in this game on that one, because goal from center ice doesn't usually happen unless you're, I'm not going to bother making some comments or some jokes about my team, Ottawa Senators, as we know, one of the worst teams this year, and probably going to lose our best players, but we're here in Edmonton. We're not here in Ottawa. Like I swear, keep lines together for Game 4. Very close game. They're up 1-0 though at the end of the first. Keep continuing. Let's go to the next period. 2-1. Dzingel gets a goal. Like I said, guys, we're gonna probably get rid of Dzingel come free agency. I just don't think for monies for the budget, I don't think he's gonna be able to fit into our system. As well, I'd like to try and upgrade on the defense, as well as getting, there we go, Ty Ratty. So the first two lines are coming in clutch now. So it'd be great if we get some secondary scoring or some scoring from the back end. And I believe Game 4 is going to go to overtime. It is closer game with shots. As it comes to Cam Talbot, though, I am still up in the air right now. I don't know what I want to do come free agency. I want to kind of let him go to free agency like he did, not in real life, but he did get traded a couple days ago to Philly for Stolars. So I'm wondering if we were to give him up in free agency, if we can pick up a guy like a Jimmy Howard, or if we could maybe oh, there we go, and we win this game. Draisaitl 3-2 in double overtime. So we have a commanding series lead now, 3-1, going home for Game 5. This might be a quick video today, guys. I'm not changing anything. These lines are working well. We're going into Game 5. We can clinch the series here, move on to the conference finals for the first time since 2006. First period, and Nashville's up 2-0. That's okay, though. Yarncroc and Fiala. It's going to go into the second period, and I will move more in depth of what I want to do come free agency. No scoring there for the second. So we're going to go to the third, close game. Like I was saying, though, maybe if we drop him to free agency, we could find a goaltender. I'm not saying we go after like Sergei Bobrovsky right away. We could possibly, but it's on the budget. Nugent Hopkins scores right there, so we're making it close. But I was hoping there Kahari makes it 2-2. We could possibly looks like we're gonna force overtime in this one. 3-2 Ty Ratty. There we go. We have 4-2 Draisaitl at the empty net, and there it is. Edmonton with 4 unanswered goals in the third period. They are clinching. They clinched the second round, beating Nashville after dropping the first game 3-1 or 3-2. I can't remember exactly. We'll check quickly as I'm drawing a blank. We dropped the game first game 3-1, and then after that we won 3-2, 3-0, 3-2 in overtime, and 4-2. So pretty much the winner of this game, this series, had 3 goals, except for that last game where we scored on the empty net. But Talbot played great again. Once again, it's going to be hard to decide what I want to do for the future. Like I was saying, we could drop in free agency, get a guy with around an 85 potential. So if we take a look, I know we have a lot of time before this. I am planning way ahead, which is what I kind of want to do, just so I can get a sense of feel. So going into goaltenders, we could go after a guy, i.e. Robin Leonard or a Malcolm Subban. Jimmy Howard is there, but he's a bit older, so we could try and target Robin Leonard or Malcolm Subban come free agency. We're not going to worry about that. We're going to the third round, apparently, so great to see. We were the first team to clinch. Tampa was also able to clinch, so we're going to be going up. I believe I just saw we're going to go up against Winnipeg. Yeah, we're going up against Winnipeg. So all Canadian matchup here for the third round. Winnipeg was in there last year, so they're going to be trying to move to the Cup final for the first time in franchise history. And it's going to be Pittsburgh and Tampa in the East. That would make a great third round come for the East. So let's take a look at Winnipeg and what they've got. Of course, we know they got the big 3 in Scheifele and Laine, but Scheifele hurt right there. But once again, we saw that with Ellis, so he probably could be playing it, just the fog of war coming in. So we're going to assume that Scheifele's playing, so it'd be Wheeler, Scheifele, Laine, Connor, Little, Ehlers, so their first 2 lines. incredible. Nothing bad about that first two lines. Then it goes Bro, Lowry, Tanev, and then Kerdiles, Rosavuk, and Dano. So their fourth and third are not too bad either. 370s, 278s and a 79, not too bad though. Defense, Trouba and Bufflin. Morrissey Myers is hurt. Once again, I think it's Vagawar. They're just trying to hide the fact that he will be playing. And Kulikov and Sherratt. Goaltenders, I don't think Comrie's going to make the start game one. I think it will be Connor Hellebuck. They've got a great goaltending tandem, 25 and 23, so they have a bright future. Comes to scratch, Joe Morrow, Nick Batan, and Andrew Kopp. So no shortage of firepower on that team. We are going to keep the lines the same. And we are going to try right now and give Thomas Vanek a contract. Moving on to next year, I have $6 billion to spend. He wants 2.5. I only have. I don't have much. We're gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave that one, guys. Or maybe we drop him to free agency. He's still available. Maybe he goes for cheaper. We could see. We don't know, obviously. Hopefully, it's not a huge asking price for Vanek, but I would like to keep him here come for next year. Even though he's going to be 36 declining, he is a good role player for the bottom pairings of bottom line. So the forwards, but he's playing great on that first line. We'll take a look at our stats. So the first line of McDavid, Draisaitl, and Vanek, 6, 9, 11. Not bad. Nugent Hopkins and Ratty are playing well. Dzingel, anyone with new points. The only person, Cassian, Petrovic. So we have scoring, but of course we'd like more scoring than just the top two lines. We're going to need a little bit more, but Clefbaum for the defense got some points, and so is Spooner. We'll take a look at the entire league in 1 second. So Ovi, he's out. They didn't get to repeat. He led the league. The first line, Ovechkin, Kuznetsov, and Oshie led the league in points. Crosby up next with Palat, Kessel, Laine. Our top player would be technically Draisaitl right there. So we have some company. Obviously, we have to compete with their top scorer, Patrick Laine. I just want to take a look and see, looking at their team, does Scheifele have any games played? He does have 8, so he has missed some time. He may be back, though. We don't know. Be a big deficit for them if they were to not have them, and big upside if they don't have them for us, because then we have a fighting chance. So that's where I'm going to end this one video, guys. Like I said, short one, and my voice, you could probably tell, is starting to die a bit on us. I just think maybe I'm getting a little sick, but hopefully not. So we beat Nashville round 2. We're going into round 3 against the Winnipeg Jets. So let me know anything we should do different. If there's a possibility we sign Vanek for cheaper, we could try the salary he wants times the 0.85%, which a lot of people have used. As well, let me know what you think about the goaltending situation. Should we go after Leonard, or should we go after Subban, or should we keep Talbot? I'm thinking Subban is younger, that is a possibility, but Leonard this year, especially in real life, he has proved himself than he was in Ottawa. So I'm gonna end the video there, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you tell your friends. Like I said in past videos, we would appreciate it if you share with your friends so they could subscribe and enjoy our content. The more you guys subscribe and share and like, the more we'll give back to you guys with more videos and great content. As well, check us out on our Facebook page and our Instagram page. We tend to upload also there for videos that just get released. So in case you don't turn on our notifications, you can go check our Facebook or our Instagram. I'll drop it there, guys. You have a great day or night whenever time you are watching this, and I will see you in round 3 against the Winnipeg Jets.